So welcome to the video. Today we're going to take a look at how to do a mean split on Jamovi. So for this example, let's imagine that we have asked people about their caffeine intake habits, and then we've allocated a score to those people based on their responses out of 10, with higher scores indicating a higher level of caffeine intake and lower scores indicating a lower level of caffeine intake. But let's imagine that we don't want to have all of these different scores. We just want to categorize people as high caffeine intake or low caffeine intake. So we can use a mean split to do this. So basically people above the mean are going to be in the high caffeine group and people below the mean are going to be in the low caffeine group. So the first thing we need to do is figure out what the mean is. So to do this, we can go to exploration and then down to descriptives, and then we just transfer our variable over to the variables box using this arrow, and that automatically calculates the mean for us. So we can see that the mean is 5.55. So if we go back to data, and I have a checklist here of things we need to do. So you might want to take a screenshot of this if you want to remember how to do this in the future. So the first thing we're going to do is, well, we've done this one already actually, determine the mean. The next thing is double click above any empty column to create a new variable. So we're going to double click here. And then I'm actually going to go to new transformed variable. And that's this next item on the list. Next is we just need to give a name to the variable. So this could be something like caffeine high versus low. Select source variable. So we're going to use this information here to create this variable. So I'm going to select caffeine from this list here. The next thing we're going to do is select create new transform. So go to this menu here, down to create new transform. Name the transformation. So we just give a name to this transformation in case we want to use it again. So it could just be like mean 5.55, whatever you want. Next thing we do is select add recode condition. So that's this little bit here. And then we can use this symbol here and the mean to categorize participants as 1. So if we put this symbol here and then I'll press spacebar and then I'll put 5.55 there, and then I'll put a 1 here. That means anyone who has a score less than 0.55 in this column is going to be allocated a number 1. And I'll put a number 2 in this bit here where it says else use. So anyone else who doesn't have a score below 0.55 is going to get a number 2. So if I put a 2 there, I'll just click here. And then we can see that everyone has been allocated to a group. So we've got a score of 5 here, that's below 5.55, so they're in this low caffeine group. Whereas this person here has a score of 6, that's above 5.55, so they're in group 2, which is the high caffeine group. I hope that helps. Any questions, just let me know in the comments, and I will try to get back to you. Thank you for watching. See you next time.